Well, good morning. Welcome to the kitchen. What we're going to do is we're going to be doing some nice baby back ribs. Look at them bad boys. We're going to get these seasoned up. I'm going to cook them around like 400 degrees out on the old barbecue out there. But first, we're going to get these bad boys seasoned up. I do a little salt, pepper, garlic powder mixture here. Can't tell you the ratios. Be giving the secret away. So, but yeah, this is gonna be how I normally do my dry rub. Just do a little bit on each side here. Can be a little bit liberal with it. It's okay. Then I just got some paprika. So you want to get yourself a good Spanish or Hungarian paprika. Don't go with the cheap paprika. I stay away from the smoked paprika, sweet paprika. Just I find it leaves a funny taste, but just a normal high grade Hungarian or Spanish paprika. I might not even have enough in this little canister to do it, but we'll see. But that's basically what it's going to look like right there. Give it a nice dusting. I might have enough to do the backside. We'll see here. But I'll just give these a quick flip. Let me rinse my hands. Dry them off so I can do the backside here. Don't get too much seasoning sticking to the hands here. Now, I like to do my ribs nice and hot. You know, everybody wants to do low and slow. Low and slow is not the way to go. Not with baby backs. I can get them done hour and a half, 2 hours, and I guarantee you they will fall off the bone just like any other rib. It'll have a nice little pull on it. Not too much, but you want to have a little bit of a pull. Otherwise, you're just eating baby food. You know, I mean, who wants to eat baby food? You're an adult. So we're just gonna go with this right now. Get them nice and seasoned up. I'll show you what they look like when I'm all done. Now you want to be pretty liberal with the paprika, you know. I mean, don't go crazy, but don't hold back too much, you know. Want a nice even balance. You want them nice and red. There you go. See that? Nice and red. They look good. I got the barbecue all prepped up out there. Gotta start the fire here shortly, but I just wanted to get these seasoned up. And we're gonna go outside. We're gonna get some barbecuing done. We'll get out there in a little bit here. I'm gonna start this grill probably in the next 20 minutes. It'll probably take about a half hour to get going, get burning real good. But these bad boys are going on. And then an hour and a half from there, we'll be eating. Hell yeah. All right, here we are. We're out here at the pole barn. I got the Hasty Bake out here. We're going to get ready to throw some ribs on this bad boy. I stoked the fire. Now, this is barbecue right here. This is a charcoal. I use a hardwood charcoal. Something like this. Nice hardwood charcoal. Okay, anybody that's out there using propane and shit like that, you know, I mean, you ain't really barbecuing. You might as well be cooking that shit in your house. You know, wrap them in foil, put them in the oven, then just bring them out here and just sear them real quick, and there you go. You got what's called barbecue, okay? That's not how we do it over here. Like I said, the Hasty Bake, this right here, this is a lifelong barbecue right here. You'll have this thing for the rest of your life. You could pass it down from generation to generation. This barbecue is a nice rig right here. Like I said, it's hardwood charcoal. And what we're going to do is I got a rib rack in there. You know, I always cook my ribs on a rib rack, okay? That's the main problem. If you're out there and you're laying your ribs flat on the barbecue or doing a bunch of wrapping and stuff so that they don't burn, that's your first mistake, okay? Because let me tell you, how I get these done in about an hour and a half, or roughly hour and 45 minutes, is I'll get this thing screaming at about 350, 400 degrees, and I put them on a rib rack, because what you want on baby back ribs is you want these ribs, when you stand them up on end, you will never get a burnt slab of ribs, first of all. And when you stand them up on end, you're actually cooking from the bone out, okay? That's what's going to give you, you're going to take all that, all that bone marrow and stuff like that is just going to melt throughout your meat. That's what you want. When you lay them flat and stuff like that, you're cooking from the outside in. When we put them on a rib rack, you're cooking them from the inside out. That's what you want. That's what's going to keep your ribs nice and tender, and just people coming back for more, okay? So I'm going to show you how we load this up. It's real simple. All I'm going to do is open this bad boy up. Now what I do is I take these ribs right here, and I always want to take the fat side. And because this is the hottest part of my grill, I'm going to put everything on this side, close to this side. So we're just going to set these up in this rib rack here. I'll show you in a minute so that you guys can see what's going on. I like to leave a little bit of space, but this is basically what we're looking at right here. See that? Now we're just going to close this bad boy. And I don't care what you say, is you ain't got to do nothing to this now. When you got a good cooker, you ain't even going to have to open this thing and look at it. Right now, it's 2:05. Hour and a half from now, once I get this thing balanced right at 350 or so, it's going to sit for an hour and a half. I ain't even going to open it. I might open it just to show you guys halfway through the cook how the ribs look. But I guarantee you, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, you want like an inch and a half of bone shrinkage. Once you see that meat start to shrink down on the bone about an inch, inch and a half, your ribs are done. You ain't even got to temp them or nothing like that. You can just pick them up and they'll just break in half, okay? If you've done it right. And that's what we're going to do right here. I'll bring you back halfway through the cook. We'll take a look at what they look like. And we'll also bring you back at the end, You're going to see the final product. I didn't get like this, from not eating. And yes, I am very aerodynamic. I'm built for speed. I mean, that's obvious, but show you how we get down on some barbecue over here, Eat right. Okay, here we are back out at the barbecue. We're about maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes, about 40 minutes into the cook right now. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what you've got here already. You're going to see here, got these ribs. Let's take a look at them. Already starting to get a nice color to them. You can already see that. Very nice. See, it's got a nice mahogany to it. That's what you want, is you want a nice mahogany to your ribs. Get them nice and crispy on the outside. And what do we want? We want them juicy and falling apart on the inside. Like I said, we're going to get a little pull from the bone, but that's normal. But the whole bone's going to come clean. I guarantee you, okay? Stay tuned. We're going to keep this cook on rolling, and I'll be back when we're about to take these bad boys off. I'll show you what they look like when they come off. We're going to do a plating and everything, and you're going to see how we get down on some barbecue over here at the Koneski's house. Keep it real, man. Well, here we are back out at the cooker. I'll show you right here. We're going to get ready to put some sauce on these bad boys. Look at that. All right. So now I'm only going to sauce one of these slabs. So I'll go ahead and take one of these off. Lay it across like that. put a little bit of sauce over the top of it because I like to bake my sauce on a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and sauce up one slab here. My dad likes his dry rub, so we're gonna stick with the dry rub on that one. But I'll show you here in a little bit what I was talking about when I said that bone shrinkage, because I'm gonna flip these bad boys over here in a minute. But let me give this a little sauce bath here, and I'll show you right here what we're talking about when I say bone shrinkage. Okay, here's that slab right here. You're gonna see these end bones right here. See how much shrinkage we got there? That's a lot of shrinkage. That's what you want to see. That's how you know when your ribs are gonna be done. You can see them bad boys. I'm just gonna take this slab. You can see it's already ready to fall apart. Hopefully it doesn't, because I would like to keep these together at least for a little bit. Go ahead and knock this juice off of here. Take this one right here. We're going to flip this so that it's fat side down over here. Just like that. Give it a nice little sauce rub there. Extend it all the way out to the end. See, there we go. That's it, baby. You can see right there. We're almost done down the home stretch. We're just going to let those, just warm that sauce up, basically. That's all we're looking for. We're going to warm that sauce up. It's only going to probably take about 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. We're still running about 300 degrees, so get the sauce on here and warmed up a little bit, and then we're going to take it in the house. We're going to serve this with some roasted potatoes, some nice coleslaw, and that's going to be about it. So a little bit of coleslaw, a little bit of roasted potatoes. Oh, and we do have some garlic bread, so you ain't going to have no barbecue without some good bread. So we're going to rock with the garlic bread with a little bit of Parmesan cheese sprinkled on top. That's going to accompany these beautiful slabs of ribs here. And once I bring them in, we'll go through the cutting process. I'll show you what they look like all cut up. And then we'll plate them up and we'll get to grubbing. So rock on and keep your barbecues rolling, man. That's all you can do nowadays. But you can see that these are, it's a beautiful, man. That's a beautiful rib right there. So, I don't want them to go too long, but we're just going to bring it up to roughly about, actually I think these are only going to be another 5 minutes or so, and we'll be able to pull these off. I don't want to go too far, but you've seen how much shrinkage we had on that bone. That just tells you that these things are ready to come off. So that's all you need. You need a keen eye for it. Once you see that shrinkage, there is no question that these ribs are done. So that's the only thing you got to look for. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to mention, when you're buying your baby back ribs, okay, stay away from St. Louis style and all that other bullshit, you know. I mean, you're just paying for a bunch of fat, and yeah, I mean, you can cut the backs off of your regular spare ribs and make burnt ends, but why go through that? Why not just buy a better rib out the gate? And, you know, you're getting a little bit leaner. I like to keep my slabs of ribs around 2.5 pounds. You start getting into 3 pounds, and you're going to have to add some time to it. So, you know, let's try to minimize our time, but still be able to have ourselves some good barbecue. That's what I like to do. And if you keep them all consistent around the right amount of slabs, then you will probably end up with a more consistent cook. So we're gonna get ready to plate it up here in a little bit. All right, here we go. Got these beautiful baby back ribs. We're gonna go ahead and get these bad boys sliced up. I'll bring you a little bit closer over here so you can see what's going on. Got some sauce ones, and then we got some without sauce. We're gonna go ahead and cut the ones up without sauce first, because my dad wants to eat, so we'll go ahead and hook him up. You can see right there, that's a beautiful slab. See how it's already starting to break right there? Me just picking it up. Got it breaking. We'll see. Cut these smooth like butter. You can see they're just practically falling apart. Barely any pressure in this bad boy. So, easy peasy. Knife just glides through it. And like I said, keep your slabs around 2.5 pounds. You know, I mean, you don't need anything more than that. But you can see, now we're going to get into the sauced ones. There's your beautiful sauced baby back ribs right there. We'll go ahead and get these bad boys cut up. Just like this. Nice and smooth. Smooth like butter. Like butter, baby. See, you don't need to do no long smoke, 8 hours, 10 hours. You know, people set up their rigs, go to sleep, wake up in the morning. For what? You can get just as good a barbecue, if not better, within an hour and a half to 2 hours. And you know what? They're smoking. They ain't barbecuing. We're barbecuing. So, let me go ahead and get this plated up. Got a nice batch of ribs here. And this is going to be dinner. I'll show you the plating after I get all done. But enjoy. Alright, here's the plating. There's your beautiful barbecue ribs, your roasted potatoes, a little coleslaw, a little nice garlic bread. See how nice those ribs look? Got a nice little pink outline to them. So you're going to see here, we'll get a nice pull off the bone. Delicious. See when I told you it comes clean? It comes clean, baby. Hour and a half, 350 degrees, hardwood charcoal. It's the way to do it, baby.